My name is Tommy. I'm 19 years old, and I'm homeless. Well, I'm from Ohio, and younger than this, since I was just a kid, I've had a pretty bad relationship with my parents, with my dad specifically. And then my mom will usually agree with my dad on whatever he says, so it was pretty much a problem with both of my parents, but my dad was like the spearhead of it. And towards the end of high school, college was coming up, and I had the grades to get in, not for scholarships, or at least not that many of them, but I did have the grades, and it seemed like it wasn't really an option with my dad. And then things just started getting pretty bad, and then towards the end of school, I just left because I just couldn't be there anymore. I stayed with a cousin of mine for a little while till about um, kind of towards the beginning of January, and then I didn't want to just impose for a long time because I really didn't have much. I didn't finish high school since I left, and I didn't have a job or anything like that, so I started staying with friends, and then I stopped doing that. The connections kind of ran out in February. Luckily, it wasn't kind of towards the end. It was towards the end of winter. So I started just walking around. I would sleep in like woods and forests and stuff. Not really close to people. I didn't see people for a while, and then I started. I found these train tracks, and I figured if I followed them long enough, I would find either something or mostly just scrap metal was what I was looking for money. And then I happened upon abandoned, I'm not sure exactly what type of building it is, but some type of factory. And I've been living there for the last couple months by myself. I don't really I have no money. There's a river on the other side of the train tracks, so like 30 feet from the building. That's kind of where, if I need to bathe or clean anything, that's where I go. I have mostly just this one shirt. I have an undershirt, pants. They don't fit anymore, and I don't have a belt. I've lost probably 30 pounds since I left my house. And then just the one pair of shoes. And for food, I just take it from, there's a Kroger maybe half a mile down the road, so I'll go there and I'll take food. I try not to take anything more than I need because I know that as much as I try not to be a burden, like stealing stuff, it is just taking things. So I know I do take stuff, but I try and limit it as best I can. And then as far as prospects that I have for the future, I have the metal, but I don't know what to do with any metal, and I'm kind of afraid to go out since I'm still from around here. I could get recognized, so I don't want to go anywhere, have somebody see me, and then just everything kind of starts back up again. So the things I have are just things that I found or taken. I have a tarp that I lay down. You have pictures of all this, I'm sure. And then there's the raft that I just inflated the one part of it to use it as a pillow. And then in terms of what I do daily, that I sit and I walk around a lot. I look for that scrap metal. I'm just kind of afraid to go out into like a place where there would be a bunch of people right now. But hopefully I can get back into society. I just don't know exactly how to do that right now. So yeah, I kind of just walk around in the woods, try and take stuff in the woods and all that, look for the metal. I mean, there's a ton of scrap metal. A lot of it's rusted, and I don't know if that matters, but I'm not sure how you would even sell scrap metal. So I don't know what I'm doing with that. Hopefully it turns out good, but yeah, I go to bed pretty early, and I'm able to sleep pretty late. I'm a heavy sleeper, so it being uncomfortable doesn't really bother me.